It's early morning in Oxford, and Jan Morris slips on her walking shoes, determined to clock her statutory 1,000 paces. The neighborhood stirs, but her mind is miles away, wandering through decades of upheaval, words, and wanderlust. What if thinking again wasn't a sign of confusion, but rather the sharpest weapon for a life fully lived? Stay with me because Jan's diary isn't just memoir, it's a masterclass in embracing change, wit, and kindness at 90 plus. Jan Morris doesn't just age, she redefines what it means to grow older. Her diary isn't stiff reflections but vibrant acts of mental agility, twisting her daily routines and worldviews like origami into something fresh. Jan's daily ritual begins with that 1,000 paces through Oxford's cobbled streets, not just exercise but a moving meditation. Along Magdalen Bridge, she pauses, savoring fog and birdsong, a sensory anchor to keep her feet in the present amidst the swirl of memories and ideas. Reimagining the brain, Jan describes it as a muscle that must keep flexing to avoid stiffening with age. Like a jazz musician improvising on a tired tune, she mixes facts with fresh questions, proving thinking isn't about hoarding answers but dancing with doubts. This mindset shift transforms Jan's approach to wisdom. She suggests that true insight is less about certainty and more like sailing by stars, navigating partial truths with humility. The surprise, openness to being wrong is the sharpest genius of all. Jan's memories are not dusty snapshots but living chronicles, layered with irony and tenderness. She pulls you into moments where personal narrative brushes against seismic political shifts, like Brexit and America's love-hate saga. Jan watches Brexit unravel like a surreal play, her beloved Britain wrestling itself apart. She recalls walking through Cardiff streets, the hum of conversations thick with worry and disbelief. Brexit isn't just politics, it's a fracturing of identity, leaving her both Irish by birth and British by heart caught in a bittersweet limbo. Her love affair with America is no simple Valentine. Jan admires its boundless energy but laments its contradictions, from the grandeur of New York City's skyline to the fractured social fabric she witnessed on cross-country drives. This paradox fuels her writing, a dance of admiration and critical distance. Aging strips away pretenses. Jan writes candidly about ailments, moments of loss, but also unexpected joys, a sunrise, a smile. It's a raw, unfiltered diary that reminds us aging isn't just decline, it's revealing your fundamental self without armor or apology. Beneath the sharp wit and keen observation flows a river of kindness, a radical kindness that fuels Jan's outlook on creativity, community, and the messy human condition. Jan confesses that in her long career, kindness often opened more doors than genius alone. In Venice café acutes and literary salons, it was generosity and warmth that launched collaborations and lasting friendships, proving soft power has hard impacts. She likens creativity to a dance between writer and reader, a shared pulse grounded in empathy. Rather than cold intellect, it's kindness that invites others into the messy workshop of ideas, where vulnerability becomes fuel rather than fear. The diary closes on small moments, a neighbor's smile, a hand offered in difficult times. Jan shows that these tiny ripples often compose the grandest legacies, teaching us that kindness isn't sentimental fluff but revolutionary action woven into everyday life. Back in Oxford, Jan's footsteps echo on cobbles that have seen almost a century of her journeys. That 1,000-step walk isn't just exercise, it's a metaphor. Keep moving, keep questioning, keep welcoming the new. So here's one for you. When you catch yourself stuck in old thoughts, try this. Pause, take a mental 1,000 paces, and invite fresh doubts in. It might just change your world. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.